Behind each character, each scene, and every line of dialogue in The Matrix, archetypes, philosophies, and secrets are usually hidden that convey more information than what we could perceive in one viewing of the film. In this series of minute-by-minute analysis of The Matrix, we look for every little secret and Easter egg that may have been overlooked. Previously, Neo woke up to reality and discovered the horrifying truth. The Matrix is a simulation created to imprison the human mind. Now we will see how Neo's true purpose is revealed. Welcome to Matrix Explained. Before we begin today's video, we would like to announce the winner of our giveaway of the Darth Vader Black Series FX lightsaber and the Neo and Agent Smith sunglasses replicas. Bright Light. Congratulations! Be sure to send us an email with your information so we can send out your prize. Thanks to everyone who participated, and enjoy today's video. We continue with the legend of the One.
When the Matrix was first built, there was a man born inside who had the ability to change whatever he wanted, to remake the Matrix as he saw fit. It was he who freed the first of us, taught us the truth. After he died, the Oracle prophesied his return, and that his coming would hail the destruction of the Matrix. That is why there are those of us who have spent our entire lives searching the Matrix, looking for him. I did what I did because I believe that search is over.
This is the first time that Morpheus talks about the prophecy of the One. The references to Christianity in this legend are quite obvious and clear. This is an allegory to the doctrine of the second coming of Christ, which proposes that after Jesus walked among men and manifested supernatural powers, such as performing miracles or ascending to heaven after death, it was prophesied that he would return. Today, millions of people around the world still wait for the return of Christ. Morpheus represents a religious follower, and Neo is of course the savior. The parallels between Neo and Jesus Christ throughout the three films go beyond simple references. It is an attempt by the creators to explain that the story of a savior could be part of the same system of control of the Matrix. Now it is time for Neo's training. The operator named Tank enters Neo's room and reveals to him that he and his brother were both born outside of the Matrix, in the city of Zion, the last bastion of human civilization.
You don't have any holes? Nope. Me and my brother Dozer were both 100% pure, old-fashioned, homegrown human, born free right here in the real world. Genuine child of Zion.
Zion?
If the war was over tomorrow, Zion's where the party would be.
It's a city?
The last human city.
The name Zion is also referred to in the Bible. Zion in Hebrew has a biblical meaning of the Promised Land. It was initially named after the hill in southeast Jerusalem where King David's city was built. In the Animatrix, we can see that Machine City was built in the Middle East, indicating that Zion could be underground in Jerusalem. Another possible double meaning. Not only is it an allegory to the biblical city of Zion, but that its location could also be in the Middle East.
God damn. I gotta tell you, I'm fairly excited to see what you're capable of. If Morpheus is right, no. We're not supposed to talk about this. But if you are, it's a very exciting time.
Tank is basically affirming that Morpheus told everyone that Neo is the One. Neo is then connected to the construct, and Tank begins to upload programs directly into his mind. Thanks to Neo's mechanical parts, he can learn different skills instantaneously. After several hours, Morpheus approaches Tank to ask him how Neo is doing.
How is he?
10 hours straight. He's a machine.
Tank calling Neo a machine is interesting. He compares Neo to a machine due to his high endurance, spending 10 hours in a row training in the simulation without a break. Yet this is a reference to the fact that Neo is actually a machine, or at least he is a half machine, half human hybrid. Neo's body composition is half robotic, on top of him carrying the code of the anomaly. When Tank calls him a machine, it's not a metaphor, it's kind of the truth. This wouldn't be the last time that Neo was compared to a machine. And as often as it happens in the Matrix, this is another foreshadowing. Morpheus now enters the construct to test Neo.
I know Kung Fu.
Show me.
This scene is inspired by the classic Bruce Lee film, Enter the Dragon, a tribute to martial art films. Neo even does the trademark Bruce Lee nose rub. Martial art films was a great inspiration for the Wachowskis when creating The Matrix. As Morpheus and Neo fight, the rest of the crew watches. More than combat training, this is mental training for Neo to help him understand the difference between what is real and what isn't. Morpheus is stronger and faster than Neo because he has more mental strength and understanding at that moment in the film. Neo is still grasping the truth. He is still trapped within the paradigms of the real world. Morpheus tests him by asking him if what he believes what he is breathing is air.
Do you believe that my being stronger or faster has anything to do with my muscles in this place? You think that's air you're breathing now?
Neo takes a deep breath and then stops his breathing completely.
Again.
Realizing the truth, the construct as well as the Matrix are false, and he does not have to respect their rules or boundaries. A very important lesson: there is no objective reality by which it can't be molded. Once Neo realizes this, he begins to fight better and faster than Morpheus. Morpheus then tells Tank to load up the jumping program, another lesson in the teachings of reality. As Neo accepted that the air wasn't real, which allowed him to almost beat Morpheus in the Kung Fu match, he must also accept that gravity itself isn't real. What Morpheus is trying to do is to completely break Neo's notion of reality. He demonstrates that gravity isn't real by jumping from one tall building to another. However, Neo is afraid of heights. This is why he was caught by the agents at the beginning of the film. Still, Neo tries to jump but falls to the ground. He couldn't reach the other building. He bounces off the pavement, then wakes up from the program. Neo then realizes that he has blood in his mouth. Here, a very important rule about the Matrix is revealed. If you die in the Matrix, you die in the real world. Though this rule isn't 100% accurate. Some have managed to survive death in the Matrix, like Neo, Trinity, and even the kid in the Animatrix beat death after flatlining inside the simulation. Death inside the Matrix can be reversed. It's a rule that can be bent, though nearly all the red pills cannot transcend their own demise. They just don't know or cannot comprehend that this is something that they can do, that it is possible. We believe that the concept of death will be important to the plot of Matrix 4. As Neo completes his training, he will soon return to the Matrix to meet the Oracle and be set on the path to becoming the integral anomaly. For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe, and thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.